మిత్రులారా, బంధువులారా, welcome to South Asia Maps. This is your education channel and your presenter Dr. J. Reddy, Joggari Tirupati Reddy. In this education channel, I would like to share my 4+ years of extensive passion on India or Indic-centric studies, broadly called Indology. All the topics I will bring abstract concepts in the iconographic form, in the form of pictures, images, maps, and so on, so that these things will be very easily etched in our mind. So we are continuing our series, that is the historic Malabar district or British Malabar district that existed from 1800 or 1790 to 1956 is called undivided Malabar district or British Malabar district. Today, previously we have identified around about 22 or so geographic regions, physiographic regions, that is the physical geography. We are taking up this part 2 of that physiographic regions called Brahmagiri Hills or Aralam Hills. These are the different names for Sahyadri mountains or Paschima Kanamalu Western Ghats. After this presentation, I will go over this presentation will be very unique. I will go over the details first and I will show you the 2 or 3 the maps where you can understand this region better and articulate it. Mitranam, this is our Malabar district series, historic British Malabar district series. So we are now in part 2, that is the Brahmagiri Hills, Aralam Hills. Those who are interested to know about the Ghats' own land, Kerala province, that is the land of Kulasekhara Emperor Marthanda Varma, I have posted other series also. These are related and can be listened, explored in relations with the current series called Kerala province Churams. These are the passes, the Ghat regions, Ghat sections between the two hilly areas. Initially, I have presented around about 8 or so Churams in Kerala in a unique fashion. And of course, this is our initial series posted long back that I called it the Kerala series. The broad, I explored the Kerala various socio-political geographic aspects, and here in this current Malabar series we are digging further deep in a particular northern area of the Kerala province. And Mitrana, this is very important to know there's a difference between administrative political geography here in the left hand side, the political divisions, the districts, the taluks, mandals, jillas, they are drawn in two-dimensional map that will not give much idea, whereas you look at the how the terrain, the habitat is related to the physical nature, the oceans in the Sagar oceans, the mountains, the uplands, midland. You will get a deeper understanding of the land and people and society, like Nilambur Basin, and you can see Tamaraseri Basin or Ingapuja Basin and Kutiyadi Basin and Mahi Basin and so on. All those things will give you a different perspective. That is about all these things I have posted for you, Mitronam, at South Asia Maps. There are around about 676 videos. This is the YouTube channel, education channel, and there are 70 playlists holding these 670 or so presentations on very diverse topics. You can look at them. South Asia Maps, JRED. Before that, in order to fit this particular physiographic region, that is the Brahmagiri mountain region or Aralam mountain regions, you have to, the broadly, I have put a other presentation that is overall view, that is called the 22 physiographic regions, physiographic zones, and here I have shown this particular map so that everything will be in a bird's eye view in the context. We are talking about this particular Brahmagiri region. And if you want to look at this, the southern part, this is northern part, this the southern part, will be dealing it eventually. Just I am showing here the map so that everything will be in a deeper context, that is northern part. This is both together. So if you keep this map in view, I will get a deeper understanding of that. It may not be needed, but I will go over. But if you look at that, it will be more productive. And so the old Malabar district, the British, the Malabar district, 1790 to 1950. And what are the boundaries? So this if you remember this area and that 22 physiographic regions, you can discern them very easily. The boundaries are northern part, we have already looked at it. It is the Chandragiri River Basin, that is the KasarGode and Manjeshwaram, Nileshwar and Kanhangad region, broadly called Tulunadu. Even though further northern part, Mangaluru region, Udupi region, that is the Canarese speaking area, is also Tulunadu. So then we have this entire area is the Malabar region, the midland. Midlands will be between 10 to 100 meters or so. Then the Malnadu region or Malenadu region, that is essentially Sahyadri mountains. Even Brahmagiris are also parts of Malenadu, but we are extending broader, Gundulpet and all those regions, Malnadu regions. That is the greeny wooded area, that's the name given in the Karnataka area. Then Peravuru Mountains, number 3. That is the east of the Mattannur International Airport, also called Kannur International Airport. Then Kotiyuru Hills, that is also parts of, I have dealt with separately Kotiyuru Hills, Aralam Hills and Peria Hills. That is not the Periyar Plateau, Peria Hills. And of course, this is the Wayanadu Plateau. Southern part is the Kabbani River Basin. I will show you this in a different map. You won't get lost. Just here to get a broader idea. What are the landmarks, the important things in this geographic region or physiographic region is of course, the Brahmagiri Peak will be around about 1608 meters mean sea level. And Talakaveri Bhagamandala, where the sacred Kaveri Mata, Kaveri River originates, that eventually joins in the Carnatic region, that is the Tanjavuru Delta region, into Ganga Sagar Ocean. Talakaveri Bhagamandala, even though they are not part of Malabar region, they are adjoining. And this is the Kutta village, that is the last, that's the border between the Karnataka province and Kerala province, even though village itself in the Kodagu district, the Kutta village. Tirunelli, famous Vishnu temple, and Pakshipatalam, this is a bird sanctuary, as well as the mountain region or the peak region, 1720 meters. And Irupu Falls on the Lakshmana Tirtha river that flows in the east side of Brahmagiri mountains, like Kabbani, it joins the Kaveri Mata river. So, taluks are broadly in the Kodagu district, certain parts, especially Virajpet and Madikeri and even Somwarpet, those are the taluk. They are the part of Brahmagiri regions, and mostly the western part of the Wayanad district, that is the Manantwadi region. Manantwadi, all those areas. Northern part of the Kannur district and KasarGode district, that is the Iriti, Taliparamba and Villarikundu, all those taluks we can see. The rivers are Shiari River, Payeshwani River. Shiari River, Payeshwani River is essentially Chandragiri River. They flow west side, and Kaveri Mata River east side, Lakshmana Tirtha east side of the Brahmagiri, and Bar Puja River or Barpol River and Aralam River and Vavali River. These 3 rivers join at a place or close to town called Iriti, and they form a bigger river called Velapatnam River. Sometimes it's also called Iriti River, and based upon the prominent urban center, that area. You can see the Velapatnam River, this is the Barpuja, this is the Aralam River, and this is the Bavali River. And I have kept these 22 or so physiographic regions constant so that you will have a clarity, and you need not go all over them, but here those interested, you can see I have put three mountain ranges, the Peruvur Mountains and Kottayur Mountains. This is the Peria Mountains, all part 3, Vajamala Mountain Range and Mahe River, that is the dividing line between the Vajamala Mountain Range on the north and Urutukki Mountain Range on the south. And I have given the Kannur town as here, and Anjirakandi River here, and Teliseri town, the historic British headquarters, Mahi, the historic French conquistadors rule there, and of course the Kutiyadi River. This is for broader clarity you can have. Before that, Metronome, and this will help. So, how this region got into the Treaty of Srirangapatnam and 1792 fought between the British and the Mysore, the de facto ruler Tipu, who served the territory from Wadayar Maharaja, defeated. He gave at that time the Malabar district as well as the Salem Bar, that is the Baramahal area, Salem and Namakkal, those regions, and Dindigul. And 1792, he was again, the war happened, fourth war, and he got killed. And the Maharaja, the legitimate ruler, restored. He is the Mummidi Krishnaraja Vadayar, young boy of 4 or 5 years also. He ceded the Kannara region, Kannara district as well as the Kongunadu. Later, these areas initially were part of the Bombay Presidency. When geographic contiguity was made and Treaty of Carnatic was made with Azimuddaulah around about 1801, these territories were designated Madras Presidency, which I talked extensively, and you can look at it. Post Sepoy Mutiny, the North Kannada district was attached to the Bombay Presidency, South Kannada to Madras Presidency, partition and Radcliffe time, KasarGode and Malabar district, and so on. If you draw the map between these urban centers, Rajapuram, there is Ranipuram, I didn't put it, Ballol and Cherupuja town, Alakot town, Chemperi town, Ulikkal town, that is few kilometers northwest of Iriti town. Eastern part is mostly upland and mountain regions. That's what I am trying to show here, so that I have spelled them so that you can have a clarity. You will go and look at the, so here I have put the Kannur district block and it, and so that you can, so north of this Kannur, you can see the Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary, Talakaveri, all these regions, and Virajpeta. This is the part we are looking about. Tirunelli Temple and Tolpeti, Manantwadi, this region, Kutta village will be here. The southern part is called Aralam Mountains. Entire thing is the Sahyadri Mountains, predominantly called Brahmagiri Mountains, Talakaveri, and Kottencherry Mountains here, and Ranipuram Mountains in the KasarGode region, all those three regions. So the broader lines, the Ballol, Rajapuram, Ranipuram, and Cherupuja, Alakkodu, Illikkal, Iriti, this area, this eastern part of Kannur Kasargod districts, also I have put the Kottayuru and Peravuru and Vajamala different. They are sprinted and they are connected, but for clarity, I will be covering in different part. So again, the broader, you have to keep the broader landmarks. This is the Izimala Naval Headquarters and Kannur. This is the promontory, and this is the Kannur promontory, and Teliseri and Mahi, and this is the Kabani Reservoir. This is the Manantwadi, one of the three taluks of the Wayanad district, others being Waitri, that is the Kalpetta region, and the eastern part Sultan Beteri or Sultan Battery. So these are the mountains, Brahmagiris, and Makuta, the Churam are pass cuts between this Virajpeta and built to Teliseri town. Makuta Pass, because the Brahmagiri mountains are cut. Kutta is the village, is the Kurg district, that is the Begur Wildlife Sanctuary. This is all the Lakshmana Tirtha river originates here. Irupu Falls are there. Tirunalli Semple and Begur Wildlife Sanctuary, all this area. Aralam Mountains are somewhere here, and this is the Aralam Mountain regions. Yeah, I mean, this may not be shown here. I will show you that. Yeah, Aralam Wildlife Sanctuary and so on. This is the Brahmagiri Mountain regions, and this is the Nileshwaram River. And when you see KasarGode, you can see the Payasvani River and Chandragiri River. These are the tributaries, and the Chandragiri River tributary is the Payasvani. So these are the Brahmagiri Mountain region, Ranipuram Mountains. This is in the Kasargode district. So we are looking the same thing in a broader perspective. We have to again look the landmarks here. This is the Kabbani Mata Reservoir. This is the Brahmagiri Mountain. This is the Manantwadi region, and Kutta village will be here. Pakshipatalam and Tirunelli, Lord Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu's temple will be here. This is the southeastern part of Brahmagiri mountain ranges. This is the Iriti, Valapatnam river. This means these are the Aralam. This is the Aralam river, Vavali river. This is the Barpol river here. And this is the Tadian. I have hard time to pronounce that. Round about Tadian Damol and Talakaveri Bhagamandala and those areas, Kanhangad, Ranipuram, those mountains, Kotancheri mountains will be in this area. So this doesn't have the actual names, but it will give you a broader area, different perspective. Again, the promontory Izimala, that is the Kawai backwater region. This is around about 200 meters or so. Promontory means the area that protrudes. It's very prominent. This are all the lowlands. This is the promontory, is the upland, a sort of mountain region. The Kabbani River, this is the Manantwadi Kabbani Reservoir, and this is the Barpol River. This is the Bavali River, this is the Aralam River. So they form the Iriti. Iriti is this one. You can see here Pakshipatalam, Tirunelli, Kutta, all will be this Kurva island. That is the Kabbani River. So we are talking about this area. And this is the Kaveri River, this is the Siddhapur, this is the Kushal Nagara, and this is the Makuta. That is the Churam Pass. This should be the Virajpeta. This is the Gonakoppa going to Manantwadi region. This is the Nileshwara River, and this is the Izimala. This is the Kannur. This is the Payasvani Chandragiri River, and this is the Uppala, and this is the Manjeshwaran River. This is the Netravati and Mangaluru regions. So the historic British Malabar district, you can see here Madras Presidency part. This is the Baramahal, that is the Salem district. Carnatic region, that is the lowland region. Tanjavuru, Tiruchirappalli. Carnatic region is different from Karnataka province. So Mahe as the British French headquarters, and you can see the Pakshipatalam. This is the parts of the near Manantwadi region. This is the bird sanctuary. Pakshipatalam is also peak mountain range in the Brahmagiri hilly region, and you can see the trekking in the Pakshipatalam, and nearby attractions are Iruppu Falls and Brahmagiri Hills and Tirunelli Sri Vishnu Temple. That is the part of the Brahmagiri. You can see this is the Kabbani River here. This is the Manantwadi region. And you can see the Brahmagiri Hills. You can explore it further. Most of the Brahmagiri Hills, they will cover the part of the Kodagu district because it overlaps with the Malabar region, and I have covered that part here. Lakshmanatirtha River, Iruppu, all those Pushpagiri peaks and Kodancheri and all those areas. So essentially what we talked today about the fascinating Brahmagiri Hills, Aralam Hills, will continue as a next part, that is the Peravur Hills, Kottiyur Hills. I also added the Aralam so that to be contiguous. Peravuru, Kottiyuru, Peravuru, Aralam, Kottiyuru. These hills will cover this physiographic region in the next presentation. Mitranam, if you like this presentation, and you can post your comments, you can subscribe it and add your suggestions. I will see you later in other presentations. Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia Maps, Jogari Tirupati Reddy. See you later. Dhanyavada.